Welcome. And today we'll dive into a couple of great entitled parent stories and their reactions. Coming up we have: You're grounded for having depression. Then, why must you, Karen? Why? It's 11 p.m. Stop. And lastly, never bully your insurance company, or you lose your franchise. I just know you will like these stories, so this should be a fun story session. Hi, this is Derek. I just put the Drama Llama, Fred, back in his pen so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. If this is your first time watching our videos, help me out by watching to the end, and then giving me some feedback in the comment area below. I do respond to every single one, so don't be shy. And if you want more of these videos daily, don't forget to like and subscribe, with notifications turned on for this channel. Oh boy, let's get ready for some stories. Some Lord posted: You're grounded for having depression. My mother is a terrible human being. She's always been abusive to me. And I want to have a decent relationship with her, but it's extremely difficult because of her behavior. Growing up I got bullied a lot for being a bit weird, a trait I now pride myself on. Long story short, this and a multitude of other factors ended up having me diagnosed with depression in high school. My mother's solution to fix this would be to punish me in a variety of ways. One of the most common was with hard labor. We had a wood-burning stove and would stock up on wood to last the winter. If I wasn't smiling, she usually would force me to go to our basement to cut and pile wood. A lot of the time I'd get sent to my room for not being happy, usually without meals. She commonly banned me from playing video games because I was acting depressed. One time during a family trip to the zoo in the city. My grandparents live and they threatened to go home without visiting my grandparents unless I put on a smile. My grandparents were everything to me. They were easily the only ones who bothered to make me feel cared for. So this was one of the worst punishments imaginable. This happened constantly throughout my time living with her, amongst many other things. She would especially do this when she was in public, as she didn't want my poor mental health to tarnish her image in the community. What are your thoughts on Some Lord's story? Please share in the comments below. Here's how some Reddit members reacted to this story. Leafy Leaf reacted with: Your mother sucks. I hope you can go away. And how is your depression? Hope you can get through this. Our 32 fan reacted with: The lion, the witch. And the audacity of this biatch. World War II US Soldier 47 reacted with: Dude, your mother is the type of person to punish you for things they've done wrong. Your mother has the IQ of a useless and broken calculator. Anyways, I hope you can leave your mother soon. Dan Yerga reacted with: If I were the child you, I'd burst out in tears saying how I hate my sad life. Devoid of hope and happiness, while she was with her friends. On the principle, punish me how you want. You can't undo your not so perfect anymore image. What a bunch of great reactions. Now on to the next story posted by Gremlin Child of Hell, who posted: Why must you, Karen? Why? It's 11 p.m. Stop. I have worked at McDonald's in Georgia for 5 months now. I am trained to work any station except grill. Which means 9 times out of 10 you could walk in and see me at the counter or in the drive-through windows. The time was 10:56. We close at 11 p.m. I'm in the front window, which means I make the drinks and hand out the food. We are pre-closing, with only 4 minutes left before we shut down. This is normal. Coffee machines are off, grills are being cleaned, and shut down, dishes are being washed. We got cleaning staff mopping the lobby. At 10:57 here comes Karen and 7 children, all of which look so freaking tired it ain't even funny. She comes to the register and just starts yelling, "Excuse me, is there someone who is gonna take my order?" My manager looks at me with this "go handle this" look. So I go to the front counter and I'm like, "Hi, I'm sorry, but we are closing up right now." She looks me up and down and just scoffs. "Your website says you close at 11. It's not 11, you can take my order." I sigh because this is policy. If a customer comes in before closing, we are obligated to take their order. So I log into the system and start taking her order: 15 double cheeseburgers, 15 large fries, 15 sweet teas, and 3 large coffees. I was like, man, there is no way the staff can do all that. Our grills are shut off for the night and there are only 4 10-to-1 patties in our heat box. Our coffee machines are off and the pots being washed. And we have enough sweet tea to fill 3 large cups. She is red in the face. You will turn it all back on or I will have you fired. This is discrimination. You cannot do this to a white woman in the South. My husband is an army soldier. You should have more respect for me. Ma'am, I am not being discriminatory. It's almost 11 and our staff is closing up. As for you feeling that this should be stopped and restarted just because we are in the South and you're white is just wrong. By now my manager is standing behind me on the phone with corporate. Ma'am, I'm the shift manager for tonight. What is the problem? This racist lesbian biatch is refusing my order because I'm a white woman married to an army soldier. I demand our order be completely free for the insulting behavior of this dumb cunt. My children are scared for life because of her. While my blood was boiling. Not only did she call me a racist but just assumed my sexuality because my hair is short. First off, I'm white as well. My hair is styled in an undercut with slight bangs. And it's a blue-green color. Second off, when did I say I refused the order because of her race or her husband's occupation? Anyway, my manager is just staring at her and says, "Ma'am, I'm on the phone with corporate. And I've been informed to tell you that unless you leave the premises now, I am well within my right to call the police. You are harassing my employee after our closing time. And using rather choice words in our family-friendly lobby. In the long and short, that's what caused me a free day off with pay. Because I didn't get to leave McDonald's till 2 a.m. on a school night. Because we had to call the police. I don't like Southern Karens. I'm not upset I was called a lesbian. I'm bisexual and proud, it's the way she used the word. It actually happens a lot in the South. That some women will use the word lesbian or homosexual as a filler for F's sake. Since I've gotten some arguments about whether it's okay to ask my sexuality or not in the comments, I thought I'd clear that up. Also, thank you so much for the amount of interaction y'all have done to this post. I honestly thought of not posting it. What are your thoughts on Gremlin Child of Hell's story? Please share in the comments below. Here's how some Reddit members reacted to this story. Lost Guru 7809 reacted with, "She deserves so much worse than what she got. No, she deserves getting arrested. Face first on the ground covered in leftover tissues and ketchup with a knee down her spine while her kids stare at her. Seriously, what is wrong with these entitled people? Sad but true. I'm a white guy, and I once left a bus, I was in by myself. And got questioned by police. Afterwards they told me that the person who got off the bus when I boarded just committed an armed robbery. But I got questioned. No guns, no escalation. No disrespect for personal space, and some cab drivers who were idling by. This was at a transferium, started foul-mouthing the officers. After the story I told and the story the bus driver told checked out. I was apologized to and thanked for my cooperating. But I'd reckon it would have gone completely different were I a different color. This was in NL for context. My rifle is my friend reacted with, new flash to everybody. When a fast food place says they close at X time, they mean they stop cooking at least 15 minutes before that time. And no amount of biatching and moaning is going to change that. When a sit-down restaurant says the same thing, they mean that if your order isn't in at least 30 to 40 minutes before that you're sold. Except for maybe coffee and dessert. Also, bars give last call about 15 to 20 minutes before closing. And only sell takeout after that. Water GM reacted with, I think that even if you were able to do her order and did it, 15 burgers and fries sounds like a lot, so she would complain about the time. And how late it was getting. Jai Mystery reacted with, man, I'd be on the phone so fast with the commander of her husband's base. That her husband wouldn't have time to put up an umbrella to stop the rain of crap he's about to catch. If she is indeed the wife of a solitaire and not just so gaboob who can't behave like a rational adult. What a bunch of amazing reactions. Now on to the next story posted by Draconian1429. Who posted, never bully your insurance company, or you lose your franchise. Hello all. Excuse any poor grammar or spelling, I'm on mobile. This story comes from a friend of mine, Sarah, and has been building for almost 5 years until it all came crashing down over the last week. A few things to note before I get into it. Sarah works at an insurance company, dealing with a massive nationwide delivery company. Her company insures all the delivery trucks. Over the years, Sarah had seen her fair share of anger from callers. Mostly justified, or people letting off steam at the anonymous voice on the other end of the phone. She's learned not to take it personal. She absolutely despises the owner of one particular franchise depot, Dick. On to the story. We start in 2016. Dick is the franchisee of a vehicle depot for delivery company. Meaning he's sort of an owner, but the company CEO could take away his ownership if they feel like it. I'm not sure exactly how this works, but as far as I understand it's a fairly standard franchise contract. So anyone who knows about these things should have a rough idea of what he has to do. He calls in for the first time, to talk to Sarah about a claim one of his drivers is making. Something simple, reversed into a wall, minimal damage, but claiming to get the vehicle repaired. Dick starts ranting and screaming about how dare he/his driver be expected to pay an excess standard. Sarah has dealt with people like this all her career, so she just deals with it as she always does. And so it continues for 2 years, with him bullying and abusing any call handler when he calls about a claim. It's annoying, and plenty of people have been brought to tears by it. But they can't stop serving him because he is responsible for dealing with his franchise's claims. It's now 2018, and he decides to get himself arrested. To give you an idea of just how stupid this man is, one of his drivers had been in a really bad accident. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the van was badly damaged. So while it was being repaired, Sarah organized for a hire van. He goes to the hire company to collect the van, and he's asked to make a £1 payment by debit and credit card to secure the vehicle. I'm pretty sure it's so the hire company can just charge it for any damage caused while on hire, and is an industry standard in my country. Dick doesn't like this. He argues with the hire company. He threatens to dump the hire vehicle once he's finished with it. Finally, he punches the poor bloke working front desk. As previously stated, he gets arrested. Fast forward to a few months ago. Everyone is working from home, yay, lockdown, and most people understand this. Everyone except him. He must be having a particularly bad day, because his tantrum about how useless Sarah and her company is descends into personal insults. Sarah, having an equally bad day, decides that now is the moment she will get revenge on this guy for everything he has put every claim handler through. So she requests a copy of the recording of the call. All calls recorded for safety, complaints and calling people out on their BS. She then sends this recording to 3 people. Her manager, saying she refuses to speak to Dick due to his abusive behavior. The rest of the team agree, and suddenly there is not a single claims handler willing to speak to this man. Manager says he will sort something. Dick's boss, simply stating that his behavior is unacceptable, and the next time he tries to speak to someone at insurance company that way, they will end the call. Every listed CEO or board member of his company. She wanted all of them to know just how vile this man was. Then, today, she gets the call she's been waiting for. A representative of delivery company has called, wanting to apologize for everything Dick put her and her team through. He also gives the best news: Dick has been downgraded from franchise owner to a lowly delivery driver. His lovely pay package, benefits, annual bonus, and company-funded car, a brand new Merc, for anyone interested, have all been taken away. He now earns a little over minimum wage, 60-hour weeks to pay his bills, with his reputation in tatters. If he doesn't meet the standard for delivery drivers within the next 3 months, he'll be fired. Sarah also learned from someone she knows in the company that his wife is divorcing him, because he told her she needs to get a job or they'll lose the house thanks to his sudden drop in income. Sarah hasn't yet met the new franchisee, but if I know her, she'll make it clear that she's the one who ruined Dick's life. And she isn't afraid to do it again if the new guy doesn't treat her and her colleagues with respect. Lesson: don't be a pecker to call center employees. TLDR, Dick abuses call center staff for 4 years, loses big job, nice car and wife. First, thank you all for liking, and especially to those of you who have given rewards. Second, I want to emphasize for those who have commented. On the franchise part of things, I have a very limited knowledge on how this works. As far as me and Sarah know, Dick started as an employee of this place. Then got the money to buy the franchise. There's something in the contracts that allows the company to take away his franchise. And since he was formerly a driver, he was given that job back on probation. Third, for the person who pointed out the description of lowly delivery driver. I should have made this more clear. This is in no way demeaning the job these wonderful people do. It's how Dick always described the position when he called. What are your thoughts on Draconian 1429's story? Please share in the comments below. Here's how some Reddit members reacted to this story. The Viking MFC reacted with a revenge story where the insurance company is the good guy. It's rare, but apparently it does happen. As someone whose father is an insurance agent, I enjoyed this very much. Lamau. And finally, Brooke reacted with feels like justice to me. Well, there you have it. A perfectly great set of reactions from a bunch of upstanding citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. He must have found more stories for me to share with you. See you soon.